Hello, everyone out there. This is Bernie Tully from the law firm of Tully and Tully.
This is Michael Tully
from the law firm of Tully and Tully at 412-281-8700. This is our picture. Okay,
that's us.
That's us. We're in the Grant Building, downtown Pittsburgh. And today, just wanted to talk to you about a question. We do auto accidents. That's what we're here for. That's what these videos are about. I've been practicing law for over 40 years. Michael's been, how long, 5 years, 4 years now?
Coming on 6.
Coming on 6 years now. So we have a wealth of experience just from doing these over and over. We've represented over 7,000 auto accident victims over the years. That's what we concentrate our practice in these days. And the question is, today is, when should you file a lawsuit in a car accident case? Should you file it immediately, or should you wait a while before you file? Here's the advantage of filing immediately. If you file it immediately, that means your case is going to get up to trial sooner, and you get a final decision on your case sooner rather than later. But the downside to that, and why there's some advantage to waiting a while, is this. If you wait a while and collect all your medical records and all your treatment, and you find out who the insurance company is through our services and negotiate with them, it's very possible, although each case is different, it's very possible you won't even have to file a lawsuit. And I know, like, initially, like you hear people say, well, I want to go to trial immediately, and I want to, get my day in court. But I can tell you from doing this a long time, is that it's a long process. It's a embarrassing process. It's a cumbersome process. It takes a lot out of you. You have to do your deposition. You have to have a doctor of their choosing evaluate you. You have to be subject to your past, to your medical records, to cross-examination. So those are all factors about why you would be well served to delay filing suit immediately. I mean, if you're the boss, and if you engage us to hire us to represent you in an auto accident case, and you say, Michael and Bernie, I want you to file suit right now, this case is worth a lot of money, we will follow what your advice, what your desires are. So those are the pros and cons about being involved in this. But I guess the cautionary note about this whole thing is, before we file the lawsuit for you, we take the time to explain to you what's involved in a lawsuit. There's an initial filing of a complaint, but then it takes on a life of its own. And by that I mean, the first thing they'll send over to us that Michael's involved with is answering with your assistance, is they'll send us over what, Michael?
Discovery requests,
Exactly.
Basically questions that they want answered under oath.
Yeah, and that wasn't even planned. We didn't plan it out that way. I just threw them under the bus on that.
Oh, I was able to handle it.
You handled it like a chief. Okay, so there will be interrogatories, and I'll ask you, like, I don't know, 50 questions. Tell us about, at least, or more. Tell us about the accident. How did it occur? Where did you come from? What about your background? How many prior actions you've been involved in? Give us an authorization to get all your prior records, all that stuff. We try to protect you by blocking as much of that as we can. After that, after they get all those records, then they schedule you for a deposition. And that's a series of questions under oath. An attorney asks you the questions, you provide the answer to it. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then they have a right to have you evaluated by a doctor of their choosing to get their take on why you're totally recovered, you're totally fine, this client is faking it and all the other stuff that they do because they're being hired. I hate to say they're hired guns, but, think about it. So that's all involved in it. And the good news is this, though. The good news is all that through that process, we are negotiating with the insurance company to try to get your case settled if you want it settled. We're trying to get the offer up as high as we can for you so we can get you the best possible recovery we can. And doing it for 40 years and 7,000 clients, we have a certain expertise on it. Give us a call, 412-281-8700, the law firm of Tully and Tully. We really do care. We really go out of our way to help, and we're here to serve you.
The Approachable Attorneys.
The Approachable Attorneys. Father and son law firm. All right.